Ah, shoot, just missed the light. Well, hello again. It is a wonderful sunny Tuesday. Really, really windy today. I mean, it was. Whew, it's still going. I don't know if you can see the background too well, but yeah. But really nice and sunny, and just in that nice, warm, cool spot that I really like, around 85. Anyway, today I want to tell you two quick things that happened today. The first was kind of interesting. We went out to do a scene, and we parked in sort of an alley, and it was a nice part of town, but kind of in a little bit of an alley. And there was a side door on the building that was right next to us, and the side door had like metal grating in front of it, almost as if it was like a heavy metal screen, like a screen door almost, but it was like, this was like reinforced, right? And there was like a tiny little slot for looked almost like a mail slot, and you couldn't reach the handle from the outside, and just really kind of a fortified little door. And in Sharpie, written on it was the word dope. And me and Jason saw that, and we're like, oh, isn't that funny? Like, yeah, I wanna get out and take a photo of that. That's really funny, Somebody wrote the word dope on this door, and it looks like a drug dealer's little. And we both agreed that there was no way that it could actually be a drug dealer's side door, because nobody writes dope on the front of their door when they're selling drugs. So we go out to do this scene, and we're walking around this intersection, and we keep seeing the word dope. The farther and farther we get away, there's like a box, like a big metal box on the side of the road. It says dope. And we walk a little bit further, there's another box, and it says dope. And there's a little bit farther, there's like a Salvation Army drop-off or something, and it says dope. Kind of this trail leading back to this door. And by the time we finished and got back in the car, I was like, you know what, I really don't want to take a picture of that anymore. That's not exactly something I want to be taking a picture of. And the other thing, this is kind of touchy. I don't know if I exactly want to say this on the internet, but I'm not going to refer to when the accident took place or where it was or anything like that, so I should be okay. We had this accident where it was like 4:30 in the morning that the police officer shows up and starts writing his report. And so we get the report, and it just looked funny, The car was reported to have damage on the front right corner, or the front left corner, and the back rear corner, and yet the police report mentioned the car hitting nothing. Specifically said that it almost hit a tree when it came to a stop. There were no other cars involved, and it was kind of weird circumstances. All it says was that the car veered off the side of the road and almost hit a tree, but didn't exactly. And this is all, it's noted that it was as reported by the driver. So that's kind of an odd situation, just kind of a weird, I don't know exactly what's going on. So we went and looked at the scene. There was no evidence at the scene. So I went to go talk to the driver, and he's a young guy, he's about my age, and he says he has no idea what happened. He's like, I don't know, I didn't hit the tree, but I came close. And well, we're like, okay, so your car was damaged. How the heck did it get damaged? We didn't see any damage patterns or anything around there. What happened? He goes, I'm not exactly sure. And he wasn't exactly being verbose, but he wasn't quite being upfront with us. And And then we look on the police report, and he was taken to a hospital, but he was not treated. So I don't know if you can see where these puzzle pieces are pointing, but we're pretty darn sure this guy was pickling himself. His liver was in the process of being pickled. He was blind drunk, and it's just, I don't know, it's just kind of funny that in our job, sometimes the driver doesn't even know what happened, But luckily, the guy wasn't hurt too badly. They took him to a hospital probably just because he was, he reeked of alcohol, but he wasn't treated. There was nobody else involved. He didn't harm any other cars beside his own. There was no personal property damage beside his own car that got totaled, and it was a pretty old car. So, just kind of an interesting case that it was kind of fun to figure out, to kind of think through it and go, well, the officer didn't give him a breathalyzer because he's got better things to do, and this guy didn't hurt anybody, so let's just send him off to the hospital, let them take care of it, let's get the officer back to his beat. It's just kind of cool to see the pieces kind of line up, and we can be fairly sure that this is what happened, even though nobody involved admits or recorded or any of this. Nobody associates it with that. But that's just how much fun the job can be. All right, guys, we'll talk to you later. One thing. Let's see if I can do this without stopping the camera. You may notice that there's a bit of a new angle. It's because I got a new iPhone mount. And I'm actually really proud of this because these mounts can cost upwards of $50. But I put this one together for under $20. I bought a Garmin mount and a really cheap iPhone case and put it together. Really just glued it together, and it works really great. So just thought I'd brag about that. Okay, see you guys later.